All right, welcome back to the channel. Today I am joined by a client and a friend, Mr. Alvin. He is an awesome coach who helps people fix their back pain, and he is truly making a massive impact in the world. So, Alvin, you've been absolutely crushing it, man. And you went from basically zero or like $500 a month or something like that, to now averaging $25,000 a month in less than a year, which is incredible. So, Alvin, welcome to the channel, man. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to hop on and kind of just talk about your experience and the journey over the last year or so.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Pleasure. Thank you
That's
for having
awesome.
me.
Oh, of course, yeah. Well, yeah. Do you mind just kicking it off with a bit of a background, kind of like who you are, what you do, how'd you get into it, and yeah, just I guess like what made you want to sign up in the first place?
Yeah, for sure, man. My name is Alvin. I help people to fix their chronic lower back problem. Basically was one-on-one customizations because now personally, I have low back pain for 15, 20 years myself. I was tired of a cookie cutter physical therapy, stretching, chiropractor, that kind of stuff. So that's the reason why I want to start my own business because I want to help more people to change their lives so they can achieve, the similar level of happiness and fulfillment that I have right now. So get my master in biomechanics, kinesiology, and rehabilitation science, and working a lot of client before I start my own business. And like I said before, so I just want to start this business so I can help more people with one-on-one customization. So actually help them to get out of it.
That's awesome, man. That's sweet. And how is your program kind of like developed? Because I know very like hands-on and one-on-one and stuff like that. Um, how do you like actually serve your clients and what does that process look like? Because I'd imagine you want it to be very customized, but then also at scale to sustain like 25K a month and beyond, it's got to be kind of productized as well, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. So now once they jump on the program, we have I think 5 videos for them to go through, basically like exactly what you did. So we're gonna set right expectations, give them like the timeline, the trajectory they're gonna go, and basically just tell them everything they need to know when working with me. So they have really good understanding the process looks like. So
Mm,
when we do just I'll teach them how to do the assessment. They see the assessment, they send the video back to me, and then I'll review the assessment on a call altogether. We try the exercise, customize their exercise, and then we'll go from there. And we just repeat the process. All the videos, they're pre-made, but we're gonna customize the exercise for them as well because everybody they need, individualized approach. I have 2,000 videos, but now everybody need it, right?
yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. So it's productized because you have like the program, but then specialize and you're kind of cut because you're customizing the program and the curriculum for each person to go through. That's really cool. All right. Well, taking a bit of a step back then as well, like how'd you originally find me? What made you want to sign up, join the program, and kind of like where were you at beforehand?
Yeah, so no, I was referred by Lee, actually. Now I was doing, DMR reach, organic marketing, that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, so I was like really in deep pain because I want to help more people. I know what I can do. And I would just really not really feel fulfilled because I know I can do more, but I don't have the platform to do it. I was referred by Lee and I just, look at your video on some YouTube and was like, who the hell is this Splunk guy? And I don't want to listen to him because I was burned out by a lot of a coaching program before. I was, running ad. I think I joined 3 programs before this and I spent like maybe like 20K on them. Just
Wow.
it's crazy, man. And see all those money is like literally burning. Just really make me hesitant to jump on Euro program before because now I have some saving, but I don't want to just spend more money on something that won't work. for me personally, but I was referred, so I guess that that helps a little bit, but doesn't
Mhm.
help a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunately a very common story I hear from a lot of people because pretty much all of my clients have been through other programs before where, like you said, they didn't have an incredible experience. And so it makes my job a little bit tougher because nobody trusts people like me. But I mean, hey, that's all part of the game, I guess. Um, so what was your mindset before?
Yeah. So now basically my mindset
Hmm.
before is well, I either try it or I never know. Right. Now I'm that kind of guy that believe in myself. I believe my ability. And if I never try it, I never know. Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, can I share my screen real quick? I have something really cool to show you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. You should be good to go now. Let's see it.
All right. Can you see all right?
Yep. All good.
Cool. So this is me back in the day, right before I joined Jeremy's program.
What's going on, guys? So today is August the 29th. Now I've sell almost all my cryptos except the Ethereum and Arbitrum. Well, I know this might either sounds a fucking brilliant idea in the future or a fucking stupid idea in the futures, but that doesn't really matter. I think I made the right decisions as for today. Right? Doesn't really matter. You have to live your life once, right? If you don't sacrifice anything, you're not gonna be there. So if I choose to spend 10K on this program, I either gonna make it or I'm gonna not make it. So either way, I'm gonna choose to believe in myself, believe in my abilities to actually give this a shot, right? If I don't give it any shot, then I'll nothing gonna work. Nobody will believe in me, and I can't get a breakthrough that I've been wanting, right? I can't. Now, I heard someone, I heard somebody saying that when you don't feel like it's the time to jump, that's the exact moment you're gonna jump. All right, I know it's gonna be a hard decisions. I know it's gonna be hard in the future, but here we fucking go, right? Rock.
Pretty
Wow.
pretty crazy, right?
Yeah. Literally
Now,
just you bet on yourself, man. You went all in. And
yeah, absolutely. And you know what's funny? I was wearing the same exact shirt when I work out today. I haven't worn this for about maybe half a year right now. And he just shows
wow.
up. He just shows up this morning. And I was looking at videos right before this call, and it was like, yo, that's crazy. Because I mean I guess that's how universe work.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy, man. Like actually insane. But you're right. It's really cool to see that. And obviously this was unscripted and I'm kind of blown away right now, but that's really cool, man. That's
It,
awesome.
it, it's been absolutely surreal. It's been really, really crazy because when I reviewed this call, now I'm like when I reviewed that video, I was kind of getting a little bit emotional because now you can see my face, you can see the way I talk. I was fat, right? Didn't really do anything. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. Business is good, life is good. Everything's good. And what story I want to share too is that, you know, this year, this May, I got married, and I bought my girl a 12K diamond ring because this program. Now I was I've been living with my girl for about 7 years now. Now that's a long time, and I want to be the man that's responsible for my family. So I got to take care of her. I got to take care of my family. I got to have that ability first before I can do anything. And I was struggling, man, because I know I can become more, but I just don't know how. Now, join this, just change everything.
That's incredible, man. That's incredible. I'm so happy for you, man, and so proud of you. Like it's just been such an incredible experience seeing your growth over the last year or so. And Yeah, man, you should be extremely proud of yourself. So yeah, that's awesome to hear, man. Like she's a lucky one, that's for sure. Um, but yeah, so let's talk a little bit about like kind of the steps that we took to get you to like 25K a month. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people watching this video that are kind of wondering like, hey, how do I get there? What do I need to do that? So why'd you like what kind of made you sign up in the first place? Like what was the problem that you were trying to solve? Was it just like a lead problem? And then like what did we do to fix that? And how did that process look like?
Yeah, so now obviously if you're doing organic marketing right now, well, good luck. Good luck with that, right? Now I was having no lead. I was having some lead. They're super unqualified. They're cold. They don't know who I am. When they jump on a call, they're everywhere. Some people in Thailand, some people in Philippines, some people in India. I was like, dude, really? Is this gonna be this hard? But after you join this, the ad is targeted is in the US. I know my, age range, I know the gender, blah blah blah, everything all targeted. So every time I talk to people, they already know me. They not necessarily like me because they don't know me that much, but they already know me. Somehow they trust me, and somehow they like me a little bit. If you consume my content enough, when they jump on a call, they're basically speaking my language.
That's
So
awesome.
when leads comes in right now, they're hot, they're qualified, and all I gotta do just close them.
Hmm. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So, how much are you spending on ads right now, like per day or per month to make 25K a month?
Yeah, so I'm spending 5K a month right now.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. 5x return is solid, man. And I
Yeah.
know before we started recording, we were talking a little bit about kind of like what's next for you and whatnot. You're like, dude, like just get my closing rate up, like or like keep it consistent and then just like double the ad spend and go crazy. So yeah, it's really cool to have a system like that where you can put $1 in, get $5 out, put 5K in, get 25K out. What's gonna happen when you're putting 25K in, get 125 out, right? So
Yeah.
obviously it might not scale linearly like that. Usually it doesn't. Usually it might drop a little bit, but nonetheless, that's really cool, man. It's really cool to see that. What's been like what's been one of the biggest things you've learned when it comes to ads? Like what if you could give yourself some advice like a year ago, what would you tell young Alvin when it comes to running successful, profitable ads?
Well, I would say just don't try yourself.
Mm,
Ask somebody for help because now everybody can run an ad, right? If you jump on YouTube, you can learn everything about YouTube ad, Instagram ad. Like you can run ad, everybody can run ad, but is it really profitable? Because there are a lot of things you need to do in a specific order, like in a specific time. And there are a lot of things you don't need to do and you shouldn't do in the meantime as well. Can you really avoid it if you don't have the experience? Well, you can't, right? So I would say just ask for help, hire people like you, right? Just don't hire anybody else, just hire you, and that should be good enough, right? Now, just just don't try yourself. A lot of people think, I can try myself, but well, if that worked, that's awesome. But what if it doesn't work, right? What's the time on this? What's the cost? I don't have time to waste on this.
yeah,
So just ask for help. That would be my advice.
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So we talked a little bit about ads. Now let's talk about kind of like the process of getting those people on the calls with you. So what have you learned about appointment setting? What have you learned about like the impact of content or sales assets or anything like that to kind of expedite the number of people that actually want to get onto a call with you and then actually getting them onto a call with you as well? Like what advice would you have to somebody who's kind of struggling with their appointment setting? and struggling to book calls?
Yeah, so I think appointment setting is one of the major process when trying to, you have the lead, right? You have to talk to them to see if they're qualified. And so for those people who are actually qualified, you want to help them, right? So I think now the lesson that I've learned throughout the years is now, first of all, you're going to do the appointment setting yourself, just put in that work, put in hours, and you'll be really good at it. Just treating it like a real conversations. Now, if you look at your script, if you look at the conversation you have with all those potential clients, now read them out loud. If you feel like nobody talked that way, well, guess what? You're probably not booking that meeting.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so if you can reflect on yourself, actually put in the work, and I think appointment setting will be all right. The hardest part is you have to do it in the right sequence, in the right time, and have the system in place because there are a lot of things you can try in business, but 99% of them won't work.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that, man, because a lot of people, when it comes to setting, they think it's very like black and white. They think it's very like robotic and stuff like that. And obviously you can follow like a script or a framework and have some structure around it, but it's really important, like you said, to treat it like it's a real person on the other side, because it is. And I think a lot of people struggle with appointment setting because they try to just be too robotic with it and just treat people as like numbers, right? But in reality, when you go deep instead of wide, that's where I see a lot of the most success come from as well. So that's awesome, man. And when it comes to sales specifically, so now we talked about getting leads, get them onto calls. When it comes to sales, like what's been like one of the biggest things that you've learned that has had the biggest effect on your sales process and your closing rate and be able to sign higher level clients a lot more often?
Cool. So now the biggest thing I've learned in the program is, sell is a service, right? If you didn't sell that guy and he's desperately needs your help, you're doing them a disservice. Now, a
Mm.
lot of people think, if you sell too hard, you're like being too pushy. But the question I would ask, don't you feel like a really shitty person if that guy really needs your help and you can help them to make the right decision moving forward, right? Because 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you meet that guy on the street, they're in the same exact spot. But 5 years before, you know for a fact, if you just, stay in the buying them a little bit longer, maybe figure out a payment plan or figure out how you can help that guy specifically, you can change people's life. So I would say
Mm.
that's the most important lesson that I've learned in your program. And I think now that's the best part about this program too, is that you're not only solving a lead problem, but also you're solving entire business problem, right? You have
Mm.
marketing, you have appointment setting, you have sell, and just everything. Because if I just only have, is send amount of lead like I have right now, and I can close those people, I'm not going to be happy at the end of the day,
Yep.
right? But I think that's the best part. This program can fix everything, everything.
Mm. That's
Obviously,
awesome.
shout out to all those coaches in the program too.
Yeah, we got a wicked team, and it's cool for me to be able to have guys like Eduardo, Austin, Matthias, and the rest of the crew in my corner as well to best serve you, because they're way better than I am at their specific things. And so I think it does you guys like a much it helps you guys a lot more than if it was just me talking about things that frankly I'm not the best in the world at. So that's really cool, man. So shout out you guys if you're watching it. But yeah, that's really cool. So let's talk about so now we've talked about how to get clients. What have you learned in terms of onboarding and delivery that you wish you knew a year ago? Like how have you learned to kind of like get your clients better results in a shorter amount of time and kind of systemize that? I know we touched on this a little bit at the start, but I just kind of want to circle back and double click on it a little bit.
Yeah, so well, that's where Alex comes in, right?
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, the training I did before is like super, super powerful because now think about it, how you can let your client get the best result in the least amount of time possible. And and then they don't ask a lot of questions repetitively. So again, all those three questions just that how help me guide me through how to create an entire onboarding and the delivery process as well. Because really put myself in their shoes and thinking like how can I benefit them the best, the most, so they don't so they know exactly what you're getting, they know exactly what they need to do, how they can get a result in the least amount of time possible without asking me a lot of questions. So
Yeah.
those 4 points, if you just follow it every step of the way, and I think you're good to go. And
That's
obviously,
awesome.
asking Alex questions as well, because there are a lot of things you need to fine tune in the process.
Yeah, no, that's huge. Yeah, Alex is a absolute weapon when it comes to client success, systems, delivery, all that kind of stuff. He built the foundation, he built the entire client success department for a 9-figure coaching business, like $100 million a year, which is crazy. He built it from scratch. So it's really cool to have people like him with his caliber um, to have access to and ask questions and learn from and stuff like that. I know I learn so much every time I talk to him too, which is really sweet. So yeah, shout out Alex, absolute weapon. But yeah, that's really awesome, man. What like looking back, I know we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier too, like bringing up the video and stuff like that. Like just as a leader, as an entrepreneur, and even just as a man in general, like how has your mindset shifted? What have you learned, and kind of like what impact has that had on like your confidence, your vision of the future, and kind of like where you want to go from here?
Yeah, I think now for me, like mindset is everything. And I think that's one of the reasons why I jump on this program too, is I'm not only buying the program, but also I'm buying you. Because I think you're leading by yourself. So I was kind of, you know, got not kind of, I got inspired by your journey, by the way you talk, by the way you're helping all those people. So I think that's the mindset is the most important part. Now, a lot of people think, a lot of people say, think and grow rich, right? That work.
Hmm.
But if you just think it, well, it can be really, really hard. But, but after affirmations, that thought become like a deep conviction inside your mind, and then that become a reality. Especially after, joining the program, I saw a lot of people that are now, to be quite frankly, I think I can do a lot better than them, but they're making a lot of more money than I am right now. So seeing that with my own eyes just
Mhm.
made me realize, okay, now this is a new standard right now, and this is doable. All of those people, they can do it, I can do it too. So I think
Wow.
mindset is everything. Before I make 10K a month, deep down in my heart, I knew for a fact that I'm gonna do it. And I know deep in my heart that I've already done it. So when that happened, it just happened. And I wasn't even surprised.
That's powerful, man. There's a lot in there because I know when I don't have a community of people that are ahead of me, it's easy to get comfortable and complacent, but then also it's easy to keep your standards lower than they could be. And especially when you have big goals and big dreams and a big vision, it's so important to put yourself in those rooms with other people, especially when you think that you have like that you could be doing it better than them, but they're doing better than you. And I find for me, I'm pretty competitive too. So that kind of lights a fire under my ass and be like, okay, if this guy can do it, like shit, what am I doing wrong? Right. And then you start to talk to those kind of people, you see them every day, start to build friendships and relationships with them too. And then all of a sudden their standards become your standards and you start to level up yourself and just kind of, yeah, just grow through osmosis pretty much. And yeah, it's really cool to hear that and to see that. And I mean, your external success is a direct reflection of everything you just said. So it's really cool to see how you've leveled up just internally, starting in the mind and everything else, and then the rest becomes kind of expected, kind of easy,
Yeah,
right?
it is. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm curious to know, like, when you think about your business and the future, so let's just say the next year, next 3 years, 5 years, like what emotions do you feel and how does it like compare to how you felt about things, let's say like a year ago?
Yeah, cool. So when I think about my business right now, I got excited. You know, I know there's going to be a lot of hard thing, but inside of my mind, I was just like, awesome, because I got a lot of things to work on and I got a lot of things, to improve on. So in my mind, I got pretty excited because right now I'm only doing 25K, not nearly to where I want to be yet. So at least
Mhm.
I'm thinking that's going to be 50K, 100K, 200Ks, right? So when I think about it, just there's going to be a lot of problem obstacle to overcome in the process. And right now, inside of my mind, just I'm excited. I want to solve those problems, and because I can help more people. Now, as a business owner back in the days, I was like, dude, this is so hard. Why would I want to do this? Why would I want to do that? Maybe I just quit or maybe do something else because life got caught up. I gotta you know at least provide for my family. But you know,
Mhm.
right now I'm just literally got excited. I know marketing gonna be a lot harder. You know, sales gonna be like a lot harder, get a little bit more complicated once you hire team members, right? You gotta train them, like you gotta check in on them, and you have to retain them, right? You can't just hire people and let them go after 6 months, right? There's a lot of things you need to consider, like leadership, a lot of things you need to consider. So, but when I think about that, I just get more excited. I get more and more excited. When I look back on my journeys, 1 years ago, 2 years ago, I was completely different person. And that will make me happy and make me fulfilled as well. It's not about money. It's not about a watch. Not about a car. It's not about the 12K diamond ring. It's not about it. It's about like the person you become in the process that make you really happy and made me like really fulfilled as well. So looking forward, I'm excited, man.
That's so awesome, man. That's so awesome. Do you have any specific goals that you're looking to hit over the next 12 months?
12 months, so at least 50K.
Oh, man, easy. Yeah. If you got from like 0 to 25 in a year, you'll be able to get to 50 next like 3 to 6 months. Easy, man. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Because you've got all the pieces now. And it's just a matter of doing more of what's working and just maxing out the volume, right? You know how to get leads that are qualified with money and pain. You know how to make really good content that speaks to them. You know how to get them on the calls with you, and you know how to sign them up, and you know how to deliver an incredible transformation too. And so a lot of the time, like it's just kind of doing more of the boring stuff and just spending more on ads to keep the pipeline full and maxing that out. And then obviously from there, then you start to need some proper systems and team members and stuff like that too. And then that's a whole different learning curve, learning leadership, like you said, and systems and all that too. But man, it's exciting and it makes things a lot of fun too, I will say. So
It, it
that's
it is. It's actually like the boring work produce the most results, right?
oh
But
yeah,
when you look back, it just, is all worth it. Everything is worth it.
yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, man. Is there anything else that you want to touch on today? Anything else that you want to share? Any other advice you want to give somebody out there who's kind of grinding it out and struggling to get clients or deliver or just in general scale their business?
Yeah. So now I think if you're still watching this video right now, obviously, you need some help, right? Now, now you're not where you want to be yet. And you just take one person, one program to literally take you from, 250 a month to 20 to 25K. Now I'm only doing 25. Now a lot of people in the program, they're doing like 100, 200K using the same exact system. So I'm not there yet, but it's only take one person to do it. So I think a lot of people don't realize is how fortunate you're able to, maybe see Jeremy's path. That's everything happened for a reason, right? I truly believe in that. Everything happened for you. So a lot of people don't understand, don't appreciate that they're able to see Jeremy's program and they have the chance to actually join the program and be who they want to be. Back in the day, we don't have this opportunity. We don't have social media. We don't have internet, right? In order to see all those people, to learn from those people, well, they're not going to even take your money. But right now, we have this opportunity to go online, search mentor, making friends like Jeremy, Austin, Alex, all those people, right? You have this opportunity to be able to change your life with the help of social media and internet. And a lot of people just, say, well, fuck it, I'm not going to take it, right? So I think, like I said before, man, everything happens for a reason. If you never try, you never know.
Wow.
That's the thing. If you never try, you're never gonna figure it out.
I love that, man. I love that. I think that's a really good place to end and to kind of wrap things up. But yeah, Alvin, man, it's been such an honor, such a pleasure working with you, seeing your incredible progress and your growth. And I can't wait to see where you take things from here. I know you're going to blow past the 50K a month mark and 100K a month after that and everything else beyond that. So I have no doubt in my mind, you've got the blueprint, you know exactly what you need to do and how to do it. Obviously fires are going to come up, right? Things are going to break and that's normal. That's the fun part of this. And that's where a lot of the growth comes from. But to be able to see how much you've grown just as an entrepreneur and how much confidence you have now in your own ability to figure it out and to overcome obstacles as they come up, it's gonna be really cool to see where you take this, man. So it's been, again, such a pleasure, such an honor working with you. And not only have you changed your entire life, but also every single person you've worked with. And you're seriously changing people's lives and like helping them fix their back pain is like just incredibly powerful for so many people because it's very debilitating and it just ruins a lot of people's lives. And here you are helping them change their lives, and it's really cool for me to see like the ripple effect of serving somebody like you and seeing the impact that you're making as well with your clients. So I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for being awesome and actually good at what you do, and just being such an incredible person. So well done, man. And yeah, thanks again for your time and for hopping on here.
Yeah, thank you so much as well, man. Now, I do want to add one more thing is a lot of people, a lot of business owner or like entrepreneur, they're like, I like good car, I like, fancy girl, good watches, blah, blah, blah. But that doesn't really matter. Is what comes down to is what kind of person you're gonna be like in the process, but also like the impact, the influence you have when you left this world. Now, did you left this world a better place? Right? That's what I want to do. And all of my client, like you can go search me online at Train with Alvin, right? You see all of my client testimonials. I can't have them without Jeremy. That's it. A lot of my clients, they cry, they're a big dude, right? They're 40, they're really competitive, but all of a sudden their low back pain just, seek in their life and ruin their life. They're not able to even bend over to pick up their kid. It's horrible. And then they burn out for years. And I'm able to help them. I'm able to reach them because I take a leap of faith on myself. And they take a leap of faith to join my program too. So I changed their life. Jeremy changed my life. So it's all about an influence. When you left the world, that's when I wake up in the morning at 3 a.m. Maybe someday, right? I'm gonna wake up with a smile because I help a lot of people.
Wow. Very, very well said, man. Yeah, that's really cool. But I appreciate your time, man. Keep making the impact that you're making. Keep changing lives. Don't ever stop, and don't ever stop being awesome. I can't wait to link up in person very soon one day as well. And yeah, I'm definitely planning to host an event here within the next year, and then also do a lot more frequent, easier to get to events as well. Just every like 2-3 months from here on out too. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a really, really special moment when that happens. So I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, and I know you're gonna be hitting 50 to 100K months by the time that happens. So that's gonna be something to celebrate. So, anyways, man, again, I just want to say thank you for hopping on today. It's been such an incredible conversation. You dropped so much wisdom, and yeah, again, it's just been so cool to see your growth and be a part of your journey. So, thank you for being amazing and taking the time to hop on here today.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Likewise. Appreciate you. All right. So if you're still watching the video and you want my help to scale your coaching business too and take things to the next level, book a call down below, links in the description, and I'd love to see if we can help you as well. So hopefully, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.